Experts say they've been monitoring the Hutaree on the internet, and tonight they're telling me this is one of the most radical and dangerous groups they've seen in a long time. The Hutaree call themselves Christian warriors, and according to their websites, their members believe that Christ is their top general. Videos on their website show them training like a militia, burning the United Nations flag, and paying tribute to the patriot weapon of choice. Federal prosecutors describe the Lenawee County-based Hutaree as an anti-government extremist organization which advocates violence against all levels of law enforcement. According to this indictment, 9 members of the group are charged with seditious conspiracy, attempting to use weapons of mass destruction, and using firearms for crimes of violence. So who are these gun-toting Christian warriors who say they are preparing for the Antichrist? The Michigan militia spokesman says the Hutaree are not part of their organization, but rather a cult-like group of religious fanatics.
They believe that this is the end of the world as prophesied by the Bible, and it's their duty to take up arms to fight alongside Jesus against the impending forces of Satan.
Federal prosecutors say the group was led by 45-year-old David Brian Stone, also known as Captain Hutaree and RD. RD apparently stands for Radak, the highest Hutaree rank and an example of their own code language. From his property in Clayton, Michigan, federal agents say Stone, along with his wife Tina and his 2 sons, David Stone Jr. and Joshua, were planning to kill a local law enforcement member. The indictment alleges the Hutaree would use that murder to attack the police funeral procession and spur an uprising of militia groups around the country.
This is going to be one of our most radical groups. They are a group that has really professed a great deal of violence and have really done the planning that's necessary for that violence.
Eastern Michigan University Provost Jack Kay has studied extremist groups for 25 years and once infiltrated the North Idaho Aryan Nation compound undercover. Kay started monitoring Hutaree on the web several months ago, and he's not surprised that Stone has involved several of his family members.
It becomes part of the entire culture and cult of these types of groups. The notion that one could take a stand against the government of the United States and win is a ludicrous stand in terms of a small group like this. But by kind of creating their own fiction, talking themselves up, becoming a family and bringing others into that family, that's really how these groups operate and how they sustain themselves.
Not very much is known about the leader of the Hutaree, but my sources are telling me that David Brian Stone did not seem to have a job and that he basically lived on